Good day, Prof. Well. Welcome to my portfolio presentation part 2. In distance education, assessments are more than just tests. They are essential connections between students and instructors. Reflecting on my assessment practices helps me see what works, what doesn't, and why. This brings us to the first learning objective, to reflect on my own assessment practices and beliefs in distance education. For my first evidence, I'd like to share a forum post where I reflected on Dr. Lorna Earle's webcast about assessment types. This exercise made me rethink how I approach assessments in my own practice. I discussed how I'm experimenting with e-learning, explainer videos, and gamified activities to make assessments more engaging and valuable for my learners. This experience taught me a lot about balancing different assessment methods, especially formative assessments. I realized that assessments are not just about grading, but also guiding. Moving forward, I want to focus more on feedback that helps students learn and grow, not just measure their performance. I'm still exploring how to make my assessments more inclusive and responsive to individual needs, and this reflection has pushed me to rethink and refine my approach. For my next evidence, I'll present my FMA 1, a video review of a journal article that explores formative assessment strategies in distance education. This assignment pushed me to critically analyze research and connect theoretical ideas with my own assessment practices. The article I reviewed focused on technology-enhanced formative assessments and personalized feedback. These resonated with my ongoing efforts to use interactive tech-based methods in my assessments. It highlighted the importance of continuous feedback and how formative assessments can guide learning in real time rather than just evaluating after the fact. Reflecting on my FMA 1, I realized how much my assessment practices align with the concepts I studied. I deepened my understanding of formative assessments as a tool not just for measuring knowledge but for fostering learning through regular, meaningful feedback. With the insights gained from reflecting on my assessment practices and reviewing formative assessment strategies, I have developed a clearer understanding of how to use assessments effectively. This leads me to consider a crucial question. How can we apply different perspectives and principles to improve assessment practices in distance education? In the digital era, educators are faced with the challenge of adopting assessment strategies to effectively evaluate student learning in online environments. Learning Objective 2 focuses on understanding the different perspectives and principles that guide effective assessment practices in distance education. To support this objective, I would like to present a summary of my forum discussion on instructional design and assessment. This discussion covered key principles such as the EDDE model, which provides a framework for designing and evaluating effective assessments. Another piece of evidence is my FMA 2, where I developed a prototype assessment product. This assessment involved implementing assessment strategies from FMA 1, focusing on the technical aspects of creating an effective assessment tool. It addresses real-world challenges by integrating formative assessment strategies and leveraging technology to enhance the assessment process in distance education. An aspect of my FMA 2 is how it incorporates Bloom's taxonomy to align with the assessment prototype. By targeting different cognitive levels, the prototype ensures a comprehensive evaluation of student learning. Another significant aspect of my FMA 2 is the use of backward design to align with assessment objectives. By starting with clear learning outcomes, I structure the assessment to ensure it effectively measures and supports student learning. This approach emphasizes the importance of designing assessments that directly address the desired learning goals. Additionally, my FMA 2 explored learning theories like constructivism, self-regulated learning, and cognitive load theory. Constructivism guided the creation of interactive tasks that build on students' prior knowledge. Self-regulated learning features supported students in managing their learning, while cognitive load considerations help balance task difficulty to enhance learning efficiency. Through my experience in developing assessments for distance education, I have learned the importance of aligning assessments with learning objectives. Effective assessments go beyond measuring understanding. They drive active learning, self-regulation, and critical thinking. In my FMA2, formative assessments in programming offered timely feedback, guiding students through complex tasks and deepening their concept mastery. Learning Objective 3 focuses on understanding the role of assessment in the instructional design process. Effective assessment is integral to designing instruction that meets students' needs and enhances learning outcomes. To support this objective, I incorporated assessment instruments in my FMA2 to align with instructional goals and enhance student learning. Multiple choice questions assess understanding and knowledge recall efficiently. Coding tasks evaluate practical application and problem-solving skills. Formative quizzes to provide ongoing feedback to adjust instruction and support students. To ensure the assessment are meaningful and aligned with instructional goals, I develop rubrics and criteria as part of my FMA2. These tools provide clear, consistent guidelines for evaluating student performance. In addition to the various assessment instruments, I have also provided a structured timeline for implementing these assessments. This timeline outlines how each assessment type, including multiple choice questions and coding tasks, aligns with the specific stages of the instructional process. As a reflection on Learning Objective 3, I realized how integral assessments are to achieving effective instructional outcomes. By incorporating diverse assessment types, it ensures that each assessment aligns with the specific instructional goals and provides valuable feedback. Developing rubrics and a structured timeline for clear, consistent evaluation criteria and organizing assessments to support the learning process effectively. To conclude, I've learned to create evaluations that not only measure but also enhance student learning. These comprehensive approaches deepen my ability to design effective assessments tailored to distance education, meeting diverse educational needs and driving meaningful student outcomes.